This week on the Jock and Nerd podcast, The Boys goes absolutely insane for its final season. Exploding bodies, superhero politics, unhinged violence, and one last ride with Butcher and Homelander. But did they deliver a satisfying finale? Plus, The Mandalorian and Grogu finally hits the big screen with giant monsters, Hutt chaos, and classic Star Wars vibes. But is it a real movie? Or just the world's most expensive Disney Plus episode? We've got reactions, news, and more, all in this edition of the Jock and Nerd Weekly for Monday, May 25th, 2026.
Hey, what's up? It's Taylor Gray, the voice of Ezra Bridger on Star Wars Rebels, and you're listening to the Jock and Nerd podcast.
Check one. All right, this is for all you fans out there. Let's give it up. We heard it. We funny, disturb it. We talk it, we heard it. We spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, what's up? Hello, listener. Thank you for pressing play, and welcome to the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we give you comic book and superhero, TV and movie news, reviews, and whatever we choose. Jock and Nerd. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's a nerd.
And joining us, he is the runt of the Hutt criminal organization, the smallest Hutt around, but the fiercest. We call him Rugza the Hutt. Rugs, how's the Hutt going?
I like hutting around. I get to like slide all over the floor. It's fun.
You're a big slug.
That's where everybody drops everything.
Do you grow goo also?
I also grow goo while I'm on the floor. Yeah. That's that streak that I leave behind. It's my goo.
You should start a TikTok
the goo
channel.
that I grow. Yeah.
You should start a TikTok channel where you grow goo. Oh, wait. We started a TikTok channel. Oh, shit.
I was not happy with this.
Listen, I'm just going to make this announcement up top. The Jock and Nerd podcast is now on TikTok. Unfortunately, Anthony, thoughts about that?
No better place.
Listen, there's nowhere a 50-year-old should be but TikTok. So you can follow us.
You speak for yourself. I am not 50 years old.
Yeah, well, but yes. Look, it's just the place I got all these Rugs videos, and I was like, why not? The kids might like this, but the kids are calling out the terrible AI. It'll get better.
So they're responding with bad AI comments?
Yes.
Are they?
One dude,
I haven't even looked.
One dude just said, how about not using AI, nephew? And then I just wanted to comment, Unc. I don't know if that's how the kids talk, but
they don't like the AI stuff, I guess.
No one likes the AI.
No one likes it, but
let's be real.
Here's the thing. The opinions are real and genuine. It's just the delivery.
Are they, though?
It's just the delivery method. The link is in the episode description at Jock and Nerd on TikTok. Please give us some follows. We're going to see what happens. All right, fellas?
We're engagement farming at its best, so We're doing what we can.
It's 2026. It's about time.
It's time to rage bait people.
We jumped on the trendy audio and rage bait people. Anyways, we got lots of great reviews this episode. Let's get into it.
The Jock and Nerd podcast.
So we got a whole season of a TV show and a finale and a movie. But fellas, I'm going to switch things up a little bit first. We're going to talk about the movie first. Usually we do the TV show first. However, I'm flipping this because I feel like the second half content has a little bit more meat on the bones in terms of discussion than...
It does?
Don't you think so? I think
sure. Okay.
So this week
that gives me more time to think about it because I just finished the finale.
Yes, so you stew on that while we talk about little baby Yoda. We will be discussing, reviewing the latest Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Here's your spoiler alerts.
Strap yourselves in, you fucks. Spoiler time.
This one, directed by Jon Favreau, written by Favreau and Dave Filoni and Noah Kluwer. It is the 12th Star Wars movie in the franchise and the continuation of the Disney Plus TV show, The Mandalorian, where there has three seasons exist between started in 2019. On the Rotten Tomatoes, Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Grogu. It's a long title. It's actually called Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's a lot of words. 62% Tomato meter, 89%. Audience score, popcorn meter. That 62% puts it 10th highest rated Star Wars movie, and Rotten Tomatoes just below, tied with episode 2 and above The Phantom Menace. That's where that lands. All right. Metacritic has this at a 53, and over on Letterboxd, 3.2. Now, the movie was made for $165 million. This is where it's going to get interesting. It was Memorial Day weekend. So we have a 3-day and a 4-day. It opens 3-day to 81 million domestic. Its 4-day total is 102 million domestic. Currently, worldwide, it's sitting at $165 million. Its exact budget minus marketing. Now, this debut can be comped to Solo because it is just trailing Solo's 2018 opening, which was 82,103,000 4-day, same weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Officially making this, I believe, the lowest opening Star Wars movie. Here we are. 7 years after Rise of Skywalker, we have the lowest opening Star Wars movie. This one, of course, starring Pedro Pascal as the Mandalorian, but not just him. You got Brendan Wayne, John Wayne's grandson. This is one of the stunt performers, and Lateef Crowder, who is the other stunt performer for Mando that they've used on the show. So there's 3 people in that suit. I don't know how long Pedro was even on set.
One day.
I'm going to be honest. He could have knocked this out in a day easily and done the voiceovers. Also in the cast, Sigourney Weaver as Colonel Ward, even though I don't think they ever say her name in the movie. Her name is Colonel Ward. Steve Blum voicing Zeb. You have Jeremy Allen White voicing Rada the Hutt. And this one is kind of fun. That character, Lord Janu Coin, is played by a guy named Johnny Coin.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? So Janu Coin's real name is Johnny Coin. And also a fun, cheeky cameo by Martin Scorsese. The old Scorsese popping in as an alien. This movie's PG-13. Runtime, 2 hours and 12 minutes. Anthony, what happens in The Mandalorian and Grogu?
The Mandalorian and Grogu is another adventure where they are hunting down members of the Empire now that the Empire has fallen. And one of their missions involves working with the Hutts, and they have to find the son of Jabba the Hutt, which leads to some adventures. And yeah, it's another Mandalorian. If you've seen The Mandalorian, it's another episode of The Mandalorian, just 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 3 episodes put together. And if you don't know, we should also mention the timeline in Star Wars. When all this is occurring, this is about 5 to 7 years post Return of the Jedi. So Jabba the Hutt's dead. Vader's dead. Luke's out there somewhere. Other characters are out there somewhere, but you wouldn't know in this movie. Anyways, Anthony, we're going to start with you because we force you to watch these movies.
You do.
I know you're not a big Star Wars fan, but
I love Star Wars. What are you talking about?
We have exposed you to all the television that has been coming out that has really damaged the brand in the past couple of years. And now we return to the theater. What'd you think? Did you like the Mandalorian TV show?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the first 2 seasons were pretty good. The 3rd season, I don't really remember.
Yeah,
it was all right. Yeah, I don't hate the Mandalorian, but I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it if you guys didn't make me watch it.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay.
So what did I think of this the movie?
Yeah.
I listened to both of your guys' thoughts, and in the bonus content. So if you guys aren't on Patreon and want to hear our instant reactions, give us some money, and you can do that. Yeah, I feel the same way that you guys felt. I think, look, the movie's fine. It's okay. It's another episode of The Mandalorian, just 2 hours and 12 minutes. I think it is a little bit too long. I don't know why it was made, to be honest. I don't know why it was made. It is a movie that is not trying to do anything new. There's nothing. They're not further like weaving in a bigger story. They're not making any sort of revelation. It's literally just another adventure. And if you like that stuff, that's cool. I mean, you do have the Hutts, which is not new, but new characters that they've added, and like they expand upon Rada the Hutt and Jabba's son and all that. So there's that. But other than that, like, it's not like a must-see thing. I don't really know why it was made. I enjoyed it. I thought it was perfectly fine, but I didn't walk out of the theater going, they really had something, some sort of awesome thing planned here. It feels almost like they just made the movie because they're like, we really don't have anything.
We need something in the
we
middle.
need to put something in the theater, and this is it. And they went safe with it, which is fine. I mean, it's literally, the movie's not trying to hit a home run. It's just trying to hit a single or a double, and it does that, which is fine.
Yeah, and we'll talk about like what this means in the franchise. We got to remember the movies that they coming off of, the Disney sequels, post-sequel, the trilogy, post-trilogy, did not go well, right? So
already what you're saying, what this means in the franchise, to me, it means nothing, because the movie ends and they're basically the same place that they were when they started the movie. They're just hunting people.
What they did after Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker disaster is like, you know what? Let's just go safe, because we tried taking some swings. People didn't like it. It got messy.
Well, the Acolyte was a big swing, and then that missed really bad.
Ruggs, well, how did you think once the movie ended, going through all the TV shows we've been given to Star Wars, the 7-year gap, the return to theaters, did it do what it needed to do?
No.
Okay.
Well, look, I'd rather it be like unoffensive and than be a complete dumpster fire. They don't need that, but it's milquetoast at best. It's, as Anthony said, they're not really giving you any movie experience. You're getting the TV show experience on a big screen.
Yeah.
Which is not quite something to brag about. It's like, okay, you did it. It's fine. It's like, you're not offended. They didn't do anything to damage the characters, but they really didn't do anything to the characters. They're just going along with, like, it's like if you picked up a random issue of a comic book and nothing has really changed. It's just status quo things. So on one hand, they played it safe enough to not offend anyone, but on the other hand, they didn't do anything memorable. So it's kind of like a wash, if you ask me.
Yeah. Did you think it was fun, though?
There were moments that were fun.
Were you entertained?
I was entertained sometimes, and sometimes I was bored.
Yeah, so I'm with you guys. Any theater experience, by the way, Ruggs? You always have something fun to happen. Anything happen?
Did someone next to you sit and take off his shirt or something like that?
Someone shit on the
I will tell you. I will tell you what happened. There was a bunch of kids, but in the back.
Yeah.
And I usually sit towards the front, so I couldn't hear the shenanigans that they were up to. But they were getting shushed like all the time. And at one point, someone's like, cut it out. Like, knock it off. And I was just like, oh, shit. Like, so things have been happening, not in my immediate area, but things are always happening.
Man,
where I go to the movie.
You just got to find a different theater.
I gotta go where polite people go to the theater. I don't know.
Go to the nice theater. I also I like the Mandalorian show. I like the first season a lot. I love the space western, the feel of it. When they came out with Grogu, I was like, this is the fucking cutest thing they could have made in a long time. And clearly it sold tons of toys. So at the end of it, I feel like I got kind of what I was expecting, was like 3 episodes of Mandalorian season 4 stitched together with a little bit of a higher budget. Somebody used this phrase in the review, and I thought it was perfect. It is a nostalgic safety net. It is fun. The dogfights are fun. The action is fun, but it's so safe, and it is completely inconsequential to anything. It's just a one-off, unoffensive extended episode. So after Rise of Skywalker, they were like, we're going to play this as safe as we fucking can, because we know people like Grogu and Mando. But you can argue, is this even a movie?
I don't know. Is it even weirder that I had more fun watching the Maul miniseries than this movie?
Right? That Darth Maul animated show was dope. It had stakes. It had character development. Can you call this a movie if there's no character development? But on one hand, it's kind of like those movies they made in the 80s. Throwback, just crazy adventure. Don't explain anything. Just get in and get out. And at times, I felt like I'm watching a commercial for toys. There's all these things are going to be.
There's no people in it.
There's no people. There's droids. There's aliens. There's Mando. They're all going to be toys. The new mech, the new things he's riding. There's tons of toys. And in fact, they're relying on 3 like Disney TV animated franchises, The Mandalorian, Rebels, and Clone Wars. And they put it all in this movie. I did love the music. I think it looks great. It looks as good as the TV show.
You like the synth?
I love the synths. I thought the synths
I really
were
liked
fun.
the synth too. I thought it was really
Okay.
I thought that was one of the things where I was like, okay, this is making the movie feel a little different.
And then this, of course, is always great.
Come on, baby. Do the magic hand thing.
I mean, Ludwig Göransson comes in hard with this score and adds these fun.
Yeah, I think the music
synths.
was probably the best part of the whole thing.
I thought
And
the music, and I also thought there were a lot of different sets or scenes
yes,
or locales that were really nice.
fun planets and locations. Like at times I thought they were cooking. Like when they get to Shikari, the planet where there's like buildings and it's a city and it looks like Blade Runner. I was like, this is a cool fucking planet.
Right.
What the fuck's going on here? Right. So
And then you have Martin Scorsese playing like a chef.
yeah, he
Alien
was
chef.
hilarious. This is the little thing. Getting all the information. So, the puppeteering, some solid puppeteering with Grogu and the Anzellans, the little mechanics. They were cute and fun. The movie
The thing is though, with
Yeah.
those puppets,
Yeah.
it to me, when they have those puppets, I think that they are really good. But then when you put it up against, like, for example, I thought there were times when the Hutts looked really CGI.
yes, the CG.
And then you put them next to
Yeah.
puppets that look real and
Yeah.
obviously humans. It points out the lack of authenticity to the CGI of sometimes of the Hutts.
It messes with the unity of
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think that my biggest gripe is like with the third act. Like I was digging it the first half of the movie. The first act, pretty solid. Then they hit us with this whole, you got to give Grogu a moment. So they take Mando out, and it's this whole Grogu section that maybe is a little long and completely slows down the momentum of the
I agree.
movie.
That's the part of the movie that I highlighted in my Patreon review where I was saying this movie's now kind of slowed down and grinded to a halt.
And then it comes back with a full like CG third act, and just the Hutts battling each other was kind of like a big mush. Sometimes I had a hard time following what was going on. Some of the action was good, some of the CG is good, and some of it is not. But Ruggs, I kind of agree with your thing you said in your Patreon thing. Like, did he need to take his helmet off more? Did we need more faces, humans to connect with?
Well, maybe he didn't need to take his helmet off, but there could have been some more characters with faces, not necessarily human, but characters with faces other than the Hutts.
Yeah.
It kind of, because even the droids, they're all like these faceless droids.
Right.
Like they could have been some expressive droids. It would have been cool to have a new droid. Like, pretty much in Star Wars, all the droids are like these static faces. We've never seen a droid that actually has a animated face.
Right. They don't.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point. They don't have moving faces.
Yeah, the no star power point that you made in your Patreon review, I thought was really good because I do agree it lacks a lot of things, but that's one of them. Where even the assassin that he's fighting,
yeah, Embo, I thought
is
was
that a
cool.
robot?
You know what? I wasn't sure if that was an organic person or a droid bounty hunter. I thought he was fucking dope. The one fight looked like a Mortal Kombat fight at the end when he's fighting him with his hat and shit. But Ruggs, do you know? Could you tell? Was that a robot or was that organic?
I think it was an alien because his face was covered.
Yeah, you can't. You got nothing.
So you need to have some kind of interaction with things. Like even Grogu, he's not super expressive.
Right.
There's only so much you can do with the puppet.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to have some characters that are. I mean, Zeb was in it.
Yeah.
And he was weird looking.
Every time he talked, his face looked kind of strange, didn't it?
Zeb?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
He's the guy who flies the plane.
Yeah, the alien that flies the plane.
Yeah, he looked weird. I thought he looked strange.
He looked strange too.
They didn't really get him right.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing. I feel like this movie needs meat. It has no meat. It needs more meat.
I thought you initially said it needs me.
Meat. No, meat.
And then you said
meat.
Imran,
I'm a face. Put me in there.
Imran can play the guy who trains the Rancor monster. Remember that guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can emote. I got a face. No, there's no meat on the bone. Like, shit happens. It's great. And they do the whole thing in the plot, just like on the show, where one thing leads to another thing, and that thing leads to another thing, and then that thing leads them back over here. And this goes on, and there's some fun action scenes and space piloting scenes. But Ruggs, you said it in your thing. What about Mandalore? What about the lore? What about Thrawn? Isn't Thrawn out there? Couldn't part of this have been him finding Thrawn?
There's a lot of things out there that they didn't even touch.
I will say, though, I found Rada the Hutt kind of an interesting character.
I liked his character.
Yeah.
Who was the voice of Rada?
So,
Jeremy Allen White, but he sounded like David Harbour. And the other issue I have is the Hutts fucking speak English now. The fuck?
When the fuck did this happen? And why does he sound like he's from Iowa?
No idea.
So, but
I kind of liked, though, the Rada the Hutt thing. Like, I thought it was a good character to throw in because it's Jabba's son, but he doesn't want to be like his father. And this, and the way it unfolds with, you find out more and more about like his history and why his parents, or not his parents, his uncles or aunts, whatever those are, don't want him around. I thought he was a good addition to them.
I like him trying to be like, I'm not my father. I don't want to be under the shadow of my father. People feared him, but they love me. Like, all that's great. I do think it's weird when the Hutt is going, I want to be my own man. I was like, you're a fucking Hutt. You can't be a man. What are you talking about? Them talking English was like, it was a little weird. At least give him some kind of weird accent. He sounded like he's from a fucking farm in the middle of the Midwest.
Is it a big deal that the Hutts speak English?
They've never spoke English before. The twins we saw on the Boba Fett show, those are the same.
It's weird
twins.
when things that speak English for some reason. I don't know. I feel like aliens or whatever speaking like perfect English. It's just weird.
Like, just be like, I have a translator device, and you press the button, and now you can understand. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But even the timbre of his voice was too human.
It does. Yeah. It didn't fit. It didn't fit Rada the Hutt. Like, I don't know what he was doing. They pitched his voice down, and it was just weird. He's like, I'm not bad. Can I feed him? Can I feed Grogu? So I don't know. I mean, so like action scene wise, I love the opening scene, the fucking him riding the little mini walker and going through the walkers and taking them down. That's a toy. That's gonna be a toy. What'd you guys think of the action? Did anything stick out?
I think it was serviceable. I think it was good. I think some of it was actually fun and well directed set pieces. But what happens is every time it gets some steam, then it just kind of slows down again. And like there are like every 15 minutes, there's some kind of action set piece.
Well, and I mean, in the middle of the movie, an hour in, the story is essentially over. Where he's delivered coin and he's like, nah, I'm not working for gangsters. I need to take a break. Everything's done. And then they do this whole thing with Grogu and taking him out, and then him coming back, and the random fisherman dude. Also, did you notice all those monsters they released in the arena where they were the chess pieces from that game they were playing in the New Hope, that hologram chess in the first movie? Remember that?
I did not know that.
All those creatures are the creatures.
Yeah, some of those were interesting looking.
Yeah. So there's a lot of little things, little Easter eggs he pulls here. But it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like an extended episode of
Is it a kid's movie? I think it's too long to be a kid's movie.
And it's a little scary. There was like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old girl next to me, and her father kept getting up and walking and leaving and coming back like several times.
It's a little scary.
I feel like for her, there's parts of it that would be a little scary. There's some jump scares. There's some monsters.
Sure.
She's clearly there just to see fucking Grogu, right? But there were some. So to that question, I like this question. Is it a kid's movie? It kind of is. It's not a bad thing. The first Star Wars, the whole thing was also a kid's movie. It was selling toys. However, there was more meat on that bone. There was lore. They were setting shit up. They were sucking you in while selling you toys. This thing is just selling you toys.
Very surface level.
There's no other level.
Yeah.
But is that bad?
It's fine. It's just okay. If you come in and you have an expectation of more, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
This isn't the movie that's going to bring Star Wars back to greatness.
No.
But is it?
That's the only thing. That's my only thing is I don't know why they made it.
Yes.
Obviously to make money, right? But
yeah.
There's not like, where do you go from? Do you just make more of these? I don't know if you just keep making these.
This is my question. Like, maybe this should have came out earlier. Does this harm the franchise? Was this the right move for the franchise right now?
I don't know.
I wouldn't say it harms it.
Look, they were aiming for a C+ and they got a C+.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
they weren't aiming for anything. You could tell that they weren't aiming high for anything.
Yeah.
They weren't even trying to put anything in to take a swing or a risk.
Yeah.
So they were aiming for this. They wanted a mediocre film and they got one. I don't know. People are going to go see it and they'll when they watch it, they'll be fine with what they see.
Yeah.
But it's not going to restore excitement at all. It's not going to create buzz.
Is it a Band-Aid until maybe Starfighter that is actually adding something new?
Perhaps.
But, so I think what they're thinking of really is the long tail. They're going to sell a shit ton of toys. This thing will have huge ratings when it hits Disney Plus. I feel like a lot of people aren't coming out to see it because they think it's a TV show and they're like, we're just going to wait till it comes on streaming. But the story, the discussion isn't the movie. The movie is nothing. It's a nothing burger, as the kids say. The discussion is the box office and what this means to the franchise. So going back to the box office, like I said, it opened just under Solo. Here's the thing. Solo costs twice as much. If you remember, Solo cost $300 million because Kathleen Kennedy fired Lord and Miller. They were almost done shooting the whole movie. Fires them, brings in Ron Howard. He has to reshoot a lot of the movie. $300 million budget price tag, and it opens to these numbers. I think in this right now, current 2026, where Star Wars is, they should be happy with these numbers.
It's going to make its money back because the price was so low for making it.
Yeah, only one, half the price of Solo. So that's interesting. And like, what is the franchise dead? A lot of people are like, stick a fork in it, it's done. Or is
what's
this
done? What are you saying?
The franchise, Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yes.
No.
I don't think Grogu's going anywhere. They can milk Baby Yoda for fucking years.
Listen, if they make one good movie, or if they make one, I mean, you guys were literally, raving about the fucking, what's that show? Andor.
Yeah.
So, this is not a movie. Like, this isn't the last Skywalker movie.
Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Right. This isn't that.
Yeah.
They didn't even take a swing, really.
No.
So like, it's just,
I didn't leave this theater pissed off in any way. I was just like, oh, I expected more.
Whereas Last Jedi was taking a lot of swings and being very dismissive, and I could see how it pushed your buttons one way or the other. Here's the thing, though. But what is Star Wars? This is what on one extreme end is Andor, right? It doesn't spoon feed you. It's very smart, almost maybe too dense, too smart for people. And all the way on the other end of the spectrum is this movie, Mando and Grogu.
Right.
Where it's lighthearted. You don't need to know anything. There's nothing changes. The stakes are low. It's just a fun adventure. What I like is something that's in the middle, which I would put the original trilogy and then Rogue One, where it has kid elements and toys, but it also takes itself, I don't know. It has some lore. It has some mythology. I don't know. This is a weird movie because what is it? It's not a movie. It's a TV show.
Right.
It's essentially a long episode. It's 3 episodes of the show. You could put this on Disney Plus. It would have been fine also. The same thing.
I just think they need to start figuring out what the Star Wars universe is.
Yeah.
Because what they've tried to do is they tried to put Earth types aesthetics and Earth type like our time type thinking into what they're doing. And this is an alien world.
Yeah.
And yes, there's certain problems that permeate everything, but they have to figure out, like, I want to know, what was the Mandalorian saga? Like, what was that war about? What was that? And it's got to be for completely different reasons than when stuff happens here, because they got a completely different way of being there. They have different, they have interstellar travel. They have all this stuff that makes things even more complicated and more interesting. So they're looking at, like, they're using, our world as in our time as a basis for their stories, and they got to think outside of that. They got to think in that era that they're in the world of interstellar travel, different planets,
almost like
different
Dune,
worlds,
like a Dune type.
Well, yeah, because, like, think about it, like, human beings are fighting over, like, little squabbling over this and that.
Yeah.
But imagine you had aliens. And they're all different, and they all have their own planets. And there's 4 types of aliens living on one planet. I remember in the first Star Wars, like, Naboo had, like, the Gungans, and it had other people living on it.
Yeah.
And so, like, sometimes you have, like, these really complicated environments, and they never really get into that. You have all of these aliens and all these different things, aliens that might have different powers, different abilities. All these use different resources. There's so much to tap into. But they keep thinking so small. They're navel gazing. They're not looking at the universe and the toys that are in that universe.
Yeah.
They keep looking at Earth because they're not good writers. They don't really understand other worlds. So they got to get into that. I think what they keep doing is to say stuff like, it's just weird. So
yeah,
they keep basing it on Earth, and they got to stop doing that.
I mean, that's why I kind of like that Shikari planet. It seemed to have, like, Earth-like buildings and, like, old. I was like, oh, this is what. And then there was, like, a train, like an elevated train. It looked like fucking Chicago or something. I was like, what the fuck is this place? With the L. But anyways, all the where it ends.
I want to see shit that I could never even imagine. That's the point.
Yeah, and it should be weird alien things. At the end of everything, Mando does end up killing the Hutts, and the whole Hutt palace is destroyed. The cavalry shows up. Did you notice who the X-Wing pilots were? This is a little weird to me, too. It's a little ego importance here. Ruggs, did you notice who all those people were when the cavalry shows up at the end?
Isn't it all the guys that were on the other shows?
It's some of them. It's that old guy. But it's also Dave Filoni and, like, Deborah Chow. It's the directors from Mandalorian.
Yeah, I caught Filoni.
I was like, why are all these X-Wing pilots fucking 60? It's the oldest X-Wing pilot. Yeah, Filoni
looks heroic at all.
He always puts himself in the fucking. He does not look like an X-Wing pilot. So yeah, they blow everything up, and Rada and Mando and Grogu gotta jump like Die Hard. The last moment with the big explosion. And Rada's gonna stay and work for the New Republic. And then Din Djarin and Grogu just fuck off. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, I already feel like we've spent too much time on this.
I know.
Movie. Like, there's not a lot. I know, everyone, you're trying to, like.
There's nothing on here. There's no meat.
You're trying to, like, talk more about it, but there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. There is one more.
Sorry.
There's one more question. And
there is one more important question.
The important question is, who does Frank Grillo play in this movie?
There we go.
He play Rada.
I was thinking about Rada the Hutt.
Or Coin.
He could play Coin also, Janu Coin.
Or he could have been the other bad guy.
Who the fuck was the other bad guy? Embo?
He could have been the
assassin.
He could have been the assassin. Imagine it was
the assassin.
Yeah, imagine he took his fucking helmet off and it was fucking Frank Grillo the whole time.
Grillo, that would be an impressive assassin. Anthony, who would you want Frank Grillo to play? Anybody?
I like the Rada. I'd like Jeremy Allen White Rada too, but
I mean,
Grillo would have been fun.
There's no humans in the fucking movie, so
yeah, it's tough.
It's tough to cast them in there.
I would like Frank Grillo to play Sigourney Weaver.
That would have been fine.
He could have voiced what Scorsese voiced to be like, hey, you know me, I don't got any answers. You want a fucking space floating sandwich? Let me put this together for you. You want onions on that? What do you got? I like that sandwich. It was all floaty in the air and he like slices it up. Yeah, I think the movie's better with Frank Grillo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Anthony, final thoughts. Give me a number. Rate it against the other movies. I don't fucking know. It's fucking 12 movies.
I'm not rating it against the other movies because I don't care about those movies.
Okay.
So I don't have a ranking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a 6. This movie is just a 6.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I know Imran's over here hemming and hawing about everything, but it's not like
bad.
it's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's just a very safe movie.
Yeah. Inconsequential.
So, yeah. You watch this movie and it's the type of movie you throw on your TV and you do 5 other things while that movie's on.
But like they used to make movies in the 80s like this all the time, right?
That's true. They did used to make, but also Star Wars movies used to be like it used to be an event.
Yes, it did.
This is not an event.
Yes, it did.
So,
Well, yeah, like when they made those movies, they weren't trying to rescue a franchise from imminent death.
Yeah.
So
this is a little Band-Aid that just hold people together. Ruggs, what number? What number?
A score?
Yeah.
I would say it's a 5.5.
Okay, and what Star Wars movies is it better than? Let's do that.
It's better than, I don't know. It's better than Solo. It's better than any of the, except for the New Hope, any of the new Star Wars movies. Not
what?
A New Hope. What's the new one?
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
It's better than Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
I think The Force Awakens is like
Agreed.
a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rogue One's better.
Yeah.
But everything else that they made is...
What about the prequel trilogy? Is this movie better or worse than the prequels?
I like the prequels. I mean, they're not great, but they have a place. They have lore. There's things in there that are important.
There's a lot of things in there. They're adding things.
So,
yeah, I mean, I have fun. I'm at I'll give it a 6.5. I'll be a little generous.
All right.
But I agree. It is better than Rise of Skywalker. It is a little bit better than Solo. It's better than Last Jedi, even though Last Jedi is trying to take swings and do something.
I'll move mine up to a 6.
Okay. I'm going to go 6.5.
Right. I had 5.5, but I'll give it a 6. It's not that offensive.
It's just unoffensive. It's going to sell a shit ton of toys. And if that's what they wanted, then they did it. But just means nothing. It's nothing burger. So weird. That's where Star Wars is, kids. Whether you like it or not, we'll see what the future holds. We're going to take a break here. Play some promos. And come back and talk about something that's got a lot of meat on the bones. The Boys, Season 5, right after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey there, everyone. Brian here, host of TV Trivia Pod. It's a trivia-style podcast focusing on TV and movies. Listen in for questions like, what's the name of Michael Scott's screenplay? What do you say to view the Marauders map? And what's everyone eating in the post-credit scene of Avengers? Play along to TV Trivia Pod anywhere you get podcasts. And stay tuned for more trivia.
Check out what's been going on with the Pop Culture Cosmos Show and the PCC Multiverse.
That is by far my favorite because it's also character driven and the stakes are high and there's much more of a mystery and intrigue to it.
A game like Wolfenstein, which people are saying are one of the most socially important video games of the past 10 years.
Catch our shows on radio worldwide 7 days a week or at any time on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on over 30 more podcast outlets.
Listener, if you love this show and play it every time, as soon as it comes out, you should definitely consider joining our awesome fan club. If I can get the goddamn words out. What I'm trying to say is join our Patreon fan club. Visit jockandnerd.com/Patreon. Jockandnerd. And you can give back on a monthly or annual basis. As little as $3 a month. Listener gets you access to an exclusive podcast feed where the shows come out early. There's instant reactions to movies we go see right after watching them. Bonus movies reviews from Anthony and Ruggs. Lots of fun stuff. You can join us on our weekly Discord hangouts. It's a virtual meetup we do. Not weekly, monthly. Weekly would be crazy. Once a month. The next one, you guys, is this Thursday, May 28th.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Anthony's already out.
Thursday, May 28th?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. Ruggs will be there. Ruggs?
Sure.
I'm going to make you be there. And all this other fun stuff, all on our Patreon page, jockandnerd.com/Patreon. Link in the episode description. All right, fellas, let's get to the Meteor review here. And of course, I'm talking about the series finale, season 5 of The Boys on Amazon Prime. Here is your spoilers.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Prepare to be spoiled!
Man, it's kind of crazy. We are at the 5th and final season. And to their credit, they did manage to give us 5 seasons in 7 years. That's not bad. I'll take it, right? What do you guys think?
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. It's fine.
I mean, 5 and 5 would have been fine, but 5 and 7, I feel like
the pacing is good.
Yeah, they didn't drag their feet too long between seasons. And it's just fucking crazy show. Anthony, let's start with you. Opening thoughts just on the whole final with that. I'd like to talk to you. Sorry, I can't do that anymore. You can't do that guy anymore.
Bill Cosby.
Who is that? Oh, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, you can't do that guy anymore. It's technically Eddie Murphy doing Bill Cosby.
Right.
So
sure.
That's okay. Eddie's still fine. Anthony, tell me opening thoughts on the season 5 in general, final season. How did it hit you?
I mean, I was entertained for sure. I like The Boys. They do get really heavy-handed with the comparisons to like Trump and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I think I mentioned this before when we've talked about. I don't know if it's like that in the book, but it is very, very heavy-handed, and I would say almost lazy at times. Similar to the way I felt when Daredevil was making Fisk basically Trump.
Right.
The storyline of like the Compound V and all this stuff, like it unfolded in a way that I felt like they were almost making it up on the spot. But overall, I did enjoy the show. I've always liked The Boys. I didn't really know when they, that at the end, I didn't really know halfway through where, like, what else they could even tell.
Yeah.
So they kind of kept me on my toes there. Overall, I liked it. The only thing with this season is I didn't really understand why the Gen V characters were even in it.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
Didn't make any sense. I thought that they were like building up to like the Gen V characters helping them and having Maria Moreau be like this boss level secret weapon, and
they're
like,
just Uber drivers.
She's in it for 2 minutes to deliver people to Canada, and they have canceled Gen V, the show. So I don't what the fuck are you doing with these characters?
They canceled it?
Yeah. Gen V has been canceled.
Huh. And I didn't really understand the like Kimiko being built up as like the one that takes out the Butcher, or not the Butcher.
Homelander. Yeah.
So there were some things I had some issues with, but overall, I mean, I was entertained. I do like the show. It was fun seeing Homelander and some of these characters like the Deep finally get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it ends really in I wouldn't say a completely safe way, but it ends in a way that tidies up everything.
Yeah, well, it should. It should tie up what it can.
Yeah, I guess it's like it's definitely a crowd pleasing finale.
Dude, this show ended, and I was like, man, I'm gonna miss this show. Like, I've really enjoyed the seasons they gave us, and I didn't feel like we had to wait too long. And I was like, wow, it's over. What a fucking fun ride, Ruggs. What do you think of season 5?
I think it was fine. I think it was like a little all over the place, but they managed to like steer it back into a direction with some very convenient writing.
Oh yeah.
It was very evident that they were like, "Oh, we're going to end this now, and this is how we're going to take him down."
Yeah.
And all of the things that we were building up to, we're just going to like, yeah, don't worry about that. We're just going to do this now. So it was kind of evident, but I felt like that final fight could have been better and more theatrical. It felt like very enclosed and very like limited. And the players at the end were not who I expected to be.
Yeah.
And the fact that Marie wasn't involved, that was weird. But yeah, it was good. It was fine.
Well, I want to get into the finale. I just want to say about the finale. It kind of gave us some of the stuff we wanted, I thought. And then it did some things that I was like, oh, I didn't see that going down like that. And I think that's a good finale. But I really enjoyed the season. There are numerous fucking crazy moments, crazy deaths. You know, they didn't waste any time getting into the story. I feel like it's stronger than last season. So I just want to go through some of the big moments, favorite parts, and then we will dive into the finale.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start with Mother's Milk versus fucking Love Sausage, round 2. Penis guy. I love that Mother's Milk gets his revenge and fucking chokes out the dude with his own elongated penis. Fantastic. This is why I love this show. This is shit like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Ridiculous. That's why you watch the show. It's ridiculous shit like that.
That was great. And then right away, at the end of the first episode, we get our first main death. And I was like, God damn, they're not wasting any time. A-Train helps everyone escape, gets caught by Homelander, and then just calls him out, going, if you don't have powers, you're a fucking nothing. You're pathetic. And Homelander just fucking snaps his neck right there. I was like, damn. A-Train went out being a good guy, though, I guess, ultimately. He had a pretty good arc the whole show. I mean, it starts with him, right? First episode.
It starts with him and Huey.
Yeah, what'd you think of that death? Was that satisfying?
Was it satisfying to see A-Train die?
No, I guess that's not the question.
What are you asking?
Was it? I mean, I like that they killed a lot of characters this season, right?
Kind of. I mean, I don't know.
Like almost half of them. We'll get to the end who everyone got killed.
Yeah, I mean, but not a lot of the heroes are dead.
No. Yeah, a lot of side characters. Like the director, the movie director who gets an eel up his ass from the deep.
That's who you're going to bring up as one of the main characters?
Rock Hard. I love Rock Hard. He gets killed. That was a hilarious scene. Okay. The next moment I thought was kind of crazy was when Ryan confronts Homelander. Well, first of all, Billy is trying to convince Ryan to kill himself, sacrifice himself, help him take out Homelander with this virus, which is a crazy thing to ask Ryan, Butcher. And he goes there, and in the trailer, we were like, who the fuck is he beating up? Turns out it was fucking Ryan, just beating him to a pulp. Doesn't kill him, but I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly scene.
Yeah.
Seeing the Homelander just brutalize his own son.
I mean, it reminded me of like Nolan and Mark.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
In Invincible.
Yeah, it's very similar.
You have Soldier Boy.
Take another hit before you. I can hear you.
Soldier Boy being defrost and probably he's got the best lines the whole season. But his first line after they defrost him, he sits up and he goes, "Did you fuck me? Is this some sort of incest thing?" He had the best lines.
Whoever writes his lines is a genius because his lines always crack me up.
I got a couple other Soldier Boy lines. The other one I thought was great, where he goes, "If there is a God, sure as hell didn't come out of my balls."
Yeah.
That one's great. And then the other one goes, where he goes, "Buddy, the Queen sat on this face. It's a national fucking treasure." Just fucking Jensen Ackles just having so much fun as Soldier Boy. And this whole relationship, you know, Homelander thinks he can get Soldier Boy and they could do a father and son thing. And that sours on him. So Soldier Boy's not having it. And he's like, "I'm leaving." And then he chokes him out, puts him back in the tube. Soldier Boy out of commission. He's not even in the last episode. He's in the tube because he has a prequel TV show coming out next year called Vault Rising. We met a couple of the characters this
But that's in the past. He doesn't have to be alive for that.
That is in the past, but they may do like present things too. But that one all does take place in the 50s, the beginning of Vault. And then when that doesn't work, he goes to Ryan. And he's like, "You're the son of God. You shouldn't be living here, right?" And Ryan rejects him. So this theme of Homelander either trying to find a father or be a father, and none of it goes well, I thought was great.
I'm looking at
what other
while
moments?
you were talking. I'm looking at Soldier Boy lines because there's just so many.
Oh
funny
yeah,
ones.
what's another one?
Yeah.
There's some fucking great ones.
He's referring to Homelander. He goes, "He is the strangest motherfucker I've ever known, and I've had a threesome with Gary Busey."
I remember that. That's a great line. What, dude? Just fucking. Just
the last time I let a black woman boss me around, it was Nell Carter with a cock ring and a tub of Crisco.
How much fun has it got to be to write the Soldier Boy lines? You're just going to be like, what's the most fucked up offensive thing I can say? Write it down. That's brilliant.
You want to know what my favorite thing about this whole season is?
Yeah.
Is when Camille Nujani
Okay.
on the show.
Can we just talk? I think my favorite.
Imran, please do us all a favor. Yeah, do us all a favor. Keep it in your pants, please.
I stick it up my asshole.
Don't take 20 minutes to describe the entire thing.
Here's the thing. That episode 5, One Shots, I think is my favorite episode of the season. Maybe one of my favorite episodes of the whole fucking series.
Really?
I'll tell you why. Because it felt like an indie comic. It had a little Tarantino, the little montages and the little vignettes of the different characters. The way the whole thing was structured was fun, but like consequential stuff happens in the episode that's important. But I just love how it was structured. Even like you get a bit about Terror's point of view and he's dreaming about everyone's butt. It's fucking hilarious. So everyone is like, oh, you want to smell my butt? That's what Terror is dreaming. But you see Firecracker, Black Noir, Soldier Boy, Sister Sage, and Butcher and Terror little vignettes in this episode. But the best is Soldier Boy and Homelander showing up in Las Vegas to Mr. Marathon's house, who is Jared Padalecki. So you have, first of all, you have a supernatural reunion.
Right.
Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, Eric Kripke created Supernatural. Then Mr. Marathon, who is hosting a poker game with one of them's a soup, Mal Chemical, but then Kumail Nanjiani is there. Fucking McLovin, Christopher Mintz-Plasse from Superbad, Will Forte, Seth Rogen, who is an executive producer, and Craig Robinson. And I love that they're playing themselves in the Boys universe. There's even a line where he goes, Will Forte goes, he's glad Bill Hader was executed because now he's the one getting the offer-only projects. It's so funny. And then just them trying
Did they
to
mention Michael Cera? I think they did.
They did.
Oh yeah, there's a Michael Cera mention. They also mentioned
Christopher Mintz-Plasse or whatever hates Michael Cera.
Yes, fucking McLovin because I hate Sarah. The whole thing is hilarious. They're fucking kissing, sucking up to Homelander because he's terrifying. And then when Marathon is running around trying to get Soldier Boy, he's just throwing each celebrity in front of them one by one as they just get fucking demolished.
That was pretty funny.
That's
actually,
hilarious.
About it.
He fucking he rips Seth Rogen, gets ripped in half, and then Marathon Man's head gets smashed ultimately by Homelander. They also mention here are the celebrities who have been arrested because they're Starlight supporters. Aziz Ansari, Macaulay Culkin, Kiefer Sutherland, Meryl Streep, Joaquin Phoenix, Benedict Wong, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Channing Tatum are all arrested because they're Starlight supporters. Oh, yes. There's another great line. Kumail goes, we're storytellers. Our superpower is that we inspire hearts and minds. Look at the characters we create. Luke Skywalker, Katniss, Gandhi. So good, dude. I love that episode so much.
I got another. I'm just going to randomly throw in more Soldier Boy lines.
Yeah.
Because he's the best.
Yeah.
There's this part where he sees the deep.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're looking at me like you want to suck my hog. So I'm asking you if you would like some knee pads.
He has so many great lines.
So many good lines.
Homelander kills Firecracker. That was kind of shocking.
Homelander killed. Yeah.
Her storyline was interesting.
Yeah, she's kind of she's believed in him so much. I mean, this is part of the bigger storyline, right? Is that Homelander had a vision, a weird fucking vision that he's
Madeline,
God.
Yeah. And the boobs.
So like he's now even more crazy and has a God complex because of this, but is also just very weak, right? So anyone that doesn't believe in him, doesn't value him, he immediately is like, okay,
he's gonna kill
him, right?
Yeah.
So that's part why like Firecracker starts to like not believe in him because everyone's kind of seeing what's going on here.
Hers is interesting because she's actually religious, right? She was a church girl, and in that one shot, you see her like turn on her former church, and she's trying to convince him that she does believe, but he knows she will never believe, and then just chunk right into the sculpture. I was like, oh, fuck. Jesus. What do we think of Oh Father, David Diggs, in this? It's a weird character.
That guy is weird.
He's kind of like Black Bolt in powers. In fact, he dies kind of like Black Bolt died in Doctor Strange movie.
Well,
with this with his own ball gag, but into his mouth. That was great.
That was pretty funny. That character, like, we haven't seen much of him throughout The Boys, right? He was pretty big in this season. I don't know if I like loved that character.
His power is he's good at like proselytizing, like getting people to believe in things with his voice. And I don't know. I didn't know I wasn't sure what his power was.
Got another Soldier Boy quote.
Yeah.
One about Homelander. He goes, "If he's the second coming, what does that make me? Joseph? I mean, talk about the biggest cuck in history. Man trades his best cow to bag some hot-ass virgin, and then God comes and squirts his baby gray up her meat wallet. Fuck that."
Baby gray up his meat wallet.
Squirts his baby gravy up her meat wallet.
Again, how much fun is writing this guy's lines?
Whoever's writing that guy's lines,
you can just say whatever you want. What is the worst way to put something? That's what you're gonna write. It's amazing. Ruggs, any other favorite moments that stuck out? Any deaths you liked?
Any deaths that I like?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even remember.
Deep kills Noir. The Black Noir storyline was.
You're going with Deep killing Noir as a story.
I'm just saying.
The guy got something up his ass in the toilet.
Yeah, that was great.
Remember that? I don't know. That was memorable.
Yeah,
I don't know if I liked it, but I remember it. Guys, I do shit.
The Deep getting killed, but besides Homelander getting killed, which we'll talk
about. A lot of things going up people's asses. That's why
the Deep getting killed, the Deep just being this like pathetic guy.
Oh my God,
it's his own fish turn on him at the end.
I love when
great.
Yeah, they start calling him Kevin. They're like, Kevin, calm down. But then when Homelander just fucking tells him, Kevin, I have never respected you. In fact, I didn't kill you because I want you to see how fucking worthless you actually are. I was like, oh, because he was sucking. He was so up his ass the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, wait, I'll run the 7. Don't dissolve it. He kills Black Noir. What interesting about Black Noir, the actor is the same actor that played the first Black Noir, but he never took his
really?
Never took his helmet off. It didn't matter. I wonder if that guy was like, I'd like to show my face and have some lines. So they changed this from the comic. The Black Noir was a Homelander clone, and they changed that completely and make him this like theater dude.
Well, this theater dude was also though a superhero or a soup.
He is a soup.
He is a soup. He's just also
he can fly.
Can
he fly?
What could this Black Noir could fly?
I think he said something about flying.
I think I do remember him saying something else. I don't remember if I saw him flying.
He had powers, but the Deep just fucking stabbed him at the end. So
I got another Soldier Boy quote.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep this going. If the virus doesn't get you, time will. And when you're sitting in that wheelchair, shitting in a colostomy bag, I'll be running the 7, shitting on Sherry Lewis's tits.
He keeps bringing up Sherry Lewis, like anybody knows who that is. He's like,
got a puppet up her.
Yeah, didn't she have all the puppets? That was her. He fucked that Sherry Lewis. Lamb chop and Sherry Lewis. He's like, it's no Sherry Lewis. I'm like, bro, nobody knows who you're talking about. He doesn't. Yeah. Nobody knows. So the Deep Noir, just that thing, real quick, is the Black Noir goes as Deep and punctures the pipeline, frames the Deep so that all the fish now hate him, and he is banned from the ocean. And he is taunted by a Sam Jackson voiced shark, which was fucking hilarious. Where he's like, come on in, let's go. I know what you did. So I thought that was an interesting place to put the Deep. Can't go in the water.
Let's pivot to the finale.
Okay. I just got to mention one more thing. When they go to the Vought retirement home and MM had killed the penis guy, and now that shot where the old people are confronting him and you're on the floor and you're between the legs looking at them, and then you just see this guy's balls drop and hit the floor. I was like, oh no, they're not going to do this. But they do.
He has to fight a guy's dick and
his balls. He's fucking flinging his balls around. It was amazing. I was like, this is why I love this show. because you're hitting me with the guy's balls. Okay. The finale, at this point, Frenchie dies in the penultimate also.
Right.
Thanks to Homelander in Kimiko's arms. That's another big death. And that was, that worked emotionally. But they had been they've been experimenting on Kimiko, exposing her to uranium so that she may have the same powers Soldier Boy has. And their plan is to sneak into the White House while he's doing his live I Am God speech and blast him. Okay. And so some of this I did feel was a bit rushed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like
super rushed.
They got in.
What's going to happen?
They got into the White House real easy. But
well, not even that. I'm talking about even just building up to this. Like,
yes,
it's the whole season is they're looking for the V1. He gets the V1 in like episode 6, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. At the
and
end,
then they're
6.
like in episode 7, they're already like, oh, we have another solution.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that like Soldier Boy just gives it to him.
Okay.
I was like, I don't buy that for a second.
Let's talk about that moment.
He fucking hates him.
Because Sage, the smartest girl in the world, the smartest strategist, was thrown off by love, essentially. He did it. You don't buy that he did it because he realized they both loved Clara / Stormfront. And
it wasn't even that. I think
I don't
he does
buy
it
it at all.
He does it because Clara said that's what Clara would have wanted.
Is right. He goes, this is what Clara wanted. And Sage is like, what the fuck? You didn't see this fucking coming? I tell you, the smartest fucking person on the planet.
Yeah, that
But
I also didn't buy it.
alive. So why does he know that's what he wanted? So,
Right. And we don't have enough time with Clara and Soldier Boy together.
Yeah.
For me to believe that Soldier Boy is so enamored with this lady that he would give the V1 to his son that he fucking hates.
Well,
was Homelander the son of him and Clara?
No, see, I don't know, because he could have fucked his mom. That's what that means.
Yeah.
No, he's I think he's a test tube baby.
He was just made by their DNA.
Yeah, his DNA.
But I was like, did he fuck his mom? Is that what they're going for? Though, listen, Soldier Boy's whole thing, though, it was inconsistent the whole season because, like, he hated Homelander. Sage convinces him to not give him the V1, but then when they at that party, at the poker game, when they asked for his help to take Homelander down, he's like, no, this is my son. I'm gonna defend him. But then does he hate him? Does he love him? Did he end up loving him at the end? It was all kind of muddy. I wasn't.
Yeah,
sure.
it was very muddy.
I wasn't sure.
They didn't play it. If they were going to play that with Jensen Ackles, they should have played it better. Like there's no clue of any kind of emotional connection at all.
And then
like,
in that moment,
a hint of it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're going to see more in Vault Rising probably of Stormfront and Soldier Boy, but we have not. And then when he gets the V1 right there at the end of the episode, he shoots out the rays. Why doesn't he just kill everyone right then and just fucking end this problem? I don't know. I don't know if he knew they were there, but like, couldn't he hear them? He can hear everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of. They wrote that's Ruggs.
That's how they wrote it.
Yeah, that's the classic Ruggs answer to that, which is true. Yeah, there's a lot of. They call it out here at the end where Homelander's like, I let you live so many times.
Yeah.
It's like
you owe me.
Why did you let him live so many times?
Why? Exactly. Scorched earth. Just me and you. Anyways, finale. Back to the finale. Sage provokes Kimiko, gets her mad to get her powers working. And now Sage has no powers. It's kind of great. She's like, fuck you guys. I'm going to Harry Potter world. She's a normal idiot like everyone else. Sage is out of the picture. They very quickly, very easily use John F. Kennedy's fuck tunnels to get into the White House and are trapped. But then Ashley helps them out. By the way, how great is and creepy is Back Ashley or Bashley?
Bashley, yeah. I did like Ashley.
Holy shit, she is so creepy. But I love that Back Ashley was trying to stop Homelander. Ashley was against it. And in this moment, in the trap thing, she helps them. And Back Ashley just goes, proud of you, bitch. I was like, all right. And she fucks off. This is where Annie's fighting deep on the beach and he gets thrown into the water. Okay, this is also a little bit confusing. We know he's banned from the water. He gets thrown into the water. And I thought they were mad at him, right? Because of the pipeline. because he killed all the fish, right?
Right.
Except, if you notice, when he gets thrown into the water, they stop going, this is for Ambrosius. Say her name. Ambrosius was that octopus. The octopus he was fucking that he killed.
Right.
I don't know how all of marine life knows about this, because I thought they were mad at him about the oil thing, but they're not. They're mad at him about Ambrosius, and the deep is killed by a giant octopus through the mouth.
Yeah, I didn't catch that at all. But
yeah, they were saying, say her name, Ambrosius, justice for Ambrosius. I was like, I thought this was the pipeline. So
it was still good though that he got.
It was.
We've been waiting for Starlight to kick his ass, and then it's fun seeing that guy go.
The deep deserve that, absolutely.
There was no redemption for that character.
No, and he had nothing left. Homelander just fucking said, "You're a piece of shit, worthless thing." So
right.
That was a good death. Then we get the father killed with the ball gag in the White House. Hilarious, like Black Bolt. And then this is a great moment. Homelander's giving his speech, and it's going great. And he's got the psychics, and the psychics are there to track everyone. Do they believe? And he's like, as soon as the thing's done, kill everyone who doesn't believe. And it's going good. Everyone's on his side. Everyone's believing. I mean, he gets tripped up on the word father. And you could see him thinking about Soldier Boy. You could see him thinking about Ryan, because Ryan just told him to get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier Boy was like, I'm leaving. And he had to choke him out, put him back in the thing. And he goes off script and just goes, I'm going to kill all my enemies. And you could see he's starting to lose everybody.
Yeah.
Because he's just a fucking psycho. And then we get to the powered fight as Butcher and Kimiko bust in to the Oval Office and they start fighting. I thought that these fights, the powered and depowered, I thought they were pretty good. I love when Butcher's like, blast the cunt. And then, bro, when Ryan flew in to help, I fucking cheered. I was like, yes. I was like cheering. That was a great moment.
The only thing I have to say, I did like the fight. I know Ruggs mentioned it could have been bigger. I could see that. The only thing is the inconsistency. Like, we've seen Homelander just destroy all these soups.
Yes.
Yet I'm supposed to believe that Butcher is like at his level.
Well, Butcher has V1, and also he's like blasting Kimiko. She's
Wolverine though.
He sliced her in half earlier in the show.
Right.
But this time he's hitting her and nothing's getting sliced. Maybe
because she's got
stronger.
Uranium. Yeah.
Yeah. She's stronger. But Butcher holds his own. It's kind of crazy. But then Butcher and Ryan. So this is it. What was going to be the combination? How were they going to? Was it going to be Marie? Who was it going to be? It's Butcher and Ryan holding him down as Kimiko blasts all of them. And now none of them have powers. Right? This moment was also kind of cool. But also I have a question here. Kimiko is trying to blast them and it doesn't work. She can't get mad. She sees Frenchie. Everything kind of melts away and pauses. She sees Frenchie. And she goes, the rage, I don't have it in me. I can't do it. This is what he says. And I think what he says doesn't make sense to me. He goes, rage is not what makes you strong. It has never been. He goes, it has always been yours. And he puts his hand on her heart. Does that make any sense at all? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Everybody knows that the power is always inside you.
No, but it has always been yours. Rage is not what makes you strong. It has never been. It has always been yours.
Well, then he touches her heart.
Yeah, yours. What? What do you?
Your heart.
Your heart?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. He charges her.
I mean, it's a weird way to say it, but I think that's like Rugg said. It's just the strength has always been there. It's not. You don't need to. It's always been inside.
He said that, and I go, what does that even mean?
That was unnecessary.
No, what does that even mean?
She couldn't get it up. It was unnecessary. It would have been better if every time she tried, she got fucked up,
Yeah.
And she just never had a moment, and they needed just a one moment where she could power up. That would have been better. You didn't have to do that Frenchie thing. That was just,
So I guess he charges her up, and she realizes, I just got to believe in myself or some bullshit, and they blessed all of them.
She just did Captain, whatever.
Yeah.
Carol Danvers.
Yes. And then after they come to, this shit is hilarious. Because finally, Homelander, powerless, reveals himself to be the punk bitch he really is. Groveling, crying, and by the way, All of this on live TV.
Offering blowjobs.
And then he goes,
I'll suck your dick.
I'll fucking
I'll eat
suck
your
your
shit.
dick. You want me to eat your shit live on TV? I'll do whatever you want. I was like, oh my Lord, that was great.
You should have made him eat his shit before he killed him.
You should have made him eat shit. And this is what it's all been about. There's another thing it's all been about, but this is where I wanted to see Homelander in the end.
Right.
Powerless, crying like a fucking little baby, right? And then when Butcher just grabs the crowbar, he goes, "This is for Becca." Just drives it into his forehead. That was fucking crazy. But then when he pushes it back, oh shit, pops his top off and the fucking brains. I was like, oh fuck. That was super satisfying death for Homelander.
Yeah, that's the best death.
Holy shit.
And that's when you asked that question earlier, I'm like, Imran, come on.
I know, but
And then
there's
you're
a lot
bringing
of
up
deaths.
other these random deaths. I'm like, come on, dude. What are we talking about here?
There's another big death coming that I didn't see, but this final, I thought this was good, even though it happens like halfway through the episode, and very quickly they get there. I thought the resolution, Butcher needed to kill Homelander, and he does.
Yeah, I there were lots of scenarios of different characters I could see killing Homelander, right?
Yeah.
Maybe his son, maybe Soldier Boy, maybe Marie Moreau, maybe Starlighter.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess it at the end of the day, it makes sense that it's these two guys and Butcher gets his shot to kill him.
So we get a couple of character wrap-ups before we get our second shocking death. It's really funny because Ashley, right afterwards, she goes, "I'm not resigning." And then they go, "That was former President Ashley," just immediately removed from office, just impeached. He wasn't going to quit. Stan Edgar is CEO of Vought, meaning they did all this, but Vaught's still operating. They're still going to be doing their bullshit.
Right.
There's still soups out there. This is then a heartbreaking moment. I love all this, how this ended, because it really ties everything together. Butcher goes to Ryan and he goes, "How about a fresh start? You and me. We'll go wherever you want." He's trying to make good. And Ryan's like, "Look, I'm sorry. I don't want a fresh start with you." I was like, oh, fuck. Ryan turns down Homelander, of course, but then also Butcher. Doesn't want to be with Butcher. So Butcher's like, "All right, Terror, it's just me and you then." No, Terror is not breathing. Terror has died. This was fucking heartbreaking. He's got nothing. And he disappears. And Huey knows exactly what he's doing, where he's going. Because we see him take the virus. And Huey meets him up at Vought Tower. And Butcher has said he has put the virus in the sprinkler system. He's got a trigger. The virus will be worldwide in 24 hours. Meaning Annie, Kimiko, all their friends, even the good soups, are all going to die. And this is completely in line with Butcher's character. He was always like, Homelander's got to go, but he was always, all the soups got to go.
There's a loophole there.
Yeah.
All the soups.
That's yes, the soup's got to go, but there's also he's been working with Soups for a while.
He has.
Like, I'd like to believe that he has developed a relationship with Starlighter and Kimiko.
And he became.
So
I
get where you're going. Like on paper, that makes sense. It is a little. It's a little sudden in my.
You do have the Kimiko loophole where she could depower everybody. They'll be safe from the virus.
Well, but if she doesn't die, also if she depowered him, do you think his cancer come back? Right, he's probably dying anyways.
Right.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing is that he's just got nothing left to live for.
I didn't see this coming because they fight, and Butcher beats the shit out of Huey. It's a decent fight, and Butcher finally has the trigger. Huey's got a gun on him, and this is again great sequence where he's about to squeeze the trigger, Butcher, and then he hesitates, and he sees that's himself as a kid, right?
Is that himself or his brother?
It might have been his brother. It was his brother.
Right.
He sees his brother as a before he died as a teenager, and for that moment he lets go of the trigger, but it's too late. Huey has fired 2 shots, and I loved how they did this. There was no gunshots. You saw the flash. It was all in silence, and he essentially forces Huey's hand. I think Butcher knew this is how it's going to go out. Either I'm going to kill all the Soups, or you're going to kill me. Kind of like a death by cop. And Butcher dies right there. It's fucking. I didn't see that coming. I didn't know how Butcher was going to die. What'd you guys think of that resolution?
Well, the way they wrote it, that's the only way it could end because he was gung ho on killing all the Soups. So he didn't have a change of heart. He didn't have any other. So somebody had to take him out. I thought it would be either Huey or Mother's Milk that took him out.
Sure. It does make sense that it's Huey.
Yeah, I mean the relation. One of the big stories, or one of the overlying things, is the relationship between those two. So, yeah, I didn't see it coming either. To be honest, when the show ended, or when Homelander dies, I literally paused and I went, "Wait, we're 30 more minutes left of this." I don't know
halfway
where this
through
going.
the episode.
So,
yeah,
it was surprising.
It was surprising, but I kind of liked it. It's poetic. It works.
Yeah, and there's no way that character has he can't be around anymore.
Yeah, I thought that he might die taking out Homelander. Was one of my guesses,
right?
But this death was very poetic. Also, the virus is still in the sprinklers. Anybody take it out?
They got to remove all the water.
You got to empty all of it and flush it out.
Right.
I wish there's a famous shot from the comics, and it's Butcher on the lawn of the White House walking up to it, and there's soups flying above. I wish we got something like that, but like you said, Ruggs, it was kind of small, contained in the fucking Oval Office. So more wrap up of the characters. Where's Ryan going? He's going with Mother's Milk. Mother's Milk is taking him
weird.
in.
That was random as fuck.
When you see him at Mother's Milk's, they're renewing their vows, and he's with the black family. It's kind of like a perfect fuck you to Soldier Boy and Homelander. That he goes with Mother's Milk. His dad, Homelander, would have hated that. So that's what he's gonna do. Kamiko just fucks off, goes to France, and will think about Frenchie every day eating fucking cookies. I don't know. And then Huey gets a call from the new president asking him to be the head of the soup affairs that they are. So the soups are still out there. They're still V1. They want him to be in charge, and he refuses. Why? Because him and Annie have opened a little TV electronics store, and she's pregnant, and they have a police scanner, and he's still sending his pregnant wife out to fucking fight crime. Which, let her rest, dude. She's fucking pregnant. And the baby's name is Robin.
Is that his girlfriend?
Which is the name of his girlfriend who was killed by A-Train at the very first moments of...
That's a little strange.
I love that full circle.
That's a little strange.
I don't think it's strange.
You don't think it's strange to name your kid after someone you've been fucking?
Yeah, but she's dead. It was his girlfriend. It's fine. He's in honor of cleaning up the soup situation, ties it all the way back around. I don't think that's weird. Some people thought it was weird.
Annie letting that slide.
That's
Annie was like,
weird, dude.
Do we have to call her the name the last person you fucked?
Yeah, she's I'm growing somebody that you're going to name after your ex bitch.
Yeah, Imran. That's weird.
It's a little weird, but I like the poetic tying back to the beginning.
You love this finale.
I really did.
I mean, you narrated the entire thing. We know you really like something when you narrate.
I thought the moments, the way it kind of tied up everything, and the payoffs, I thought it really worked, man.
It was good. I did like it. I a lot of times I watch The Boys, and there are times where I'm watching it, but I'm not really watching it. But this episode, I was fully engaged.
Other moments, anybody want to point out that you liked?
Was the finale? I mean, you narrated the entire thing.
This season or for the finale?
Okay, here's who's dead. It's a bunch of people. Butcher, Homelander, A-Train, The Deep, Frenchie, Black Noir, Firecracker, and O-Father. That's who didn't make it out.
Yeah. Did you like when the dog girl and the cat?
Oh my God!
Started fucking each other and
they were running around sniffing each other's crotches. That was fucking weird.
Chipotle.
And you had Chipotle for lunch.
That's fucking.
And
weird.
She knew that was disturbing, but it was great. That's the shit I liked. That's why this is the best part of this shit.
Let's think big picture now. Did you think The Boys ended in a way, was it still a strong season?
Yeah, satisfying.
Did they have the momentum? Did they land the plane? What are your guys' thoughts there? I'll start. I did think 5 seasons, they probably lost a little momentum, but I do enjoy, there is something pleasing to seeing these characters that we've hated for so long finally get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
So I don't think they took a huge swing on anything. I guess maybe the Butcher stuff. But overall, I thought it was. I thought the season was okay. I thought the finale was good.
Rugs.
I feel like they landed the plane in a bumpy fashion, but they landed it.
Yeah.
And everybody got home in one piece.
Yeah.
But not the smoothest of landings. I would say the show in general, I got tired of about maybe last season.
Yeah.
I want it to be over, so I'm happy that it's over.
Yeah.
And however they had to get to the end, I was happy to get to the end because they were just spinning their wheels.
Yeah.
And I felt like, why? Okay, either you have a plan to kill this guy or you don't, and you guys got to get your shit together. You're taking way too long to do this. So, and why isn't he killing you at this point?
Right. He
knows about you.
Yeah.
He should just kill you.
He can hear you and find you and kill you. And
so they put themselves in a weird quandary. It was kind of like they have this kind of omnipotent bad guy that doesn't kill them. And they gotta fucking be, I guess, more motivated to fucking kill this guy. So the fact that they did spin their wheels, it was annoying. But I'm glad it's over, and they did the best that they could. I mean, they wrote the shit out of it. They wrote, they made everything happen that they needed to happen.
Yeah,
they forced it to happen.
They made it happen.
So
no, I'm kind of with you guys. I was the last 2 seasons. I kind of felt like the show was slipping, and it was becoming the thing it was parodying. When it starts out parodying this thing, and it's super strong, but this season definitely brought everything back. Gave you fun episodes. Gave you the gross out humor. Moved the story. I thought the ending was very satisfying for me. And they leave a couple of threads open, but tie up most of the loose ends. I thought it was really good. The more I thought about it, man, it's good.
Did you think it was a little bit lazy writing though, that they just kept on inventing all these things like, there's this compound that makes you a god, or and these guys that we never heard of have it, and then all of these guys are there. It's like, okay, they kind of just, it was very flimsy how they did it. So I wanted to point that out.
I do agree with Ruggs. Yeah. While I thought it was enjoyable, I think I said it earlier. I found it to be like they were kind of making it up as it went along.
So they were. I listened to this interview with Eric Kripke, and essentially they were making it up as they were going along. They're like, we need something V1 that we get. Like, why is he immortal? We need something to do. So they were just inventing MacGuffins to get to another MacGuffin. But that is what he said. Was like, now how do we work around this V1? So there was wheel spinning. There's a lot of one thing, spending time looking for one thing that really meant nothing and leads to another thing, But I think they landed the plane, man. I think they gave
it ended, and it wasn't that bad.
They gave you a little bit of what you wanted. You wanted Butcher Homelander fucking final showdown, and you get that. And I like where they left all the other characters. So I like this better than the last couple of seasons, but no, the whole 5 seasons is fucking incredible. What an experience. Like I said, I was sad it's over. I was like, oh, no more. But what's next? It's not really over. They're going to milk this shit. You know they are. Like I just said, Gen V canceled. So I don't know when we're going to see Jordan and Marie Moreau and
never.
The other girl. Never. I thought Marie was as strong as Homelander. What happened?
There's going to be some kind of spin-off show.
But they did not wait to pump their next show. The trailer for Vought Rising came out like the day after the finale aired.
Prequel show.
It's a prequel about Soldier Boy Stormfront and Bombsight, who we do see briefly in season 2. He had the V1. And Soldier Boy is in cryo in present. So that's 2027. They're also still developing The Boys Mexico.
That's weird.
You could do this whole thing over again with just Mexican soups, essentially. You could have a Mexican Homelander.
Like a tortilla soup? Or
just whatever.
You said, what kind of soups do you got?
Oh, what kind of
Pozole.
soup? Sopa. You got, yes. What's the Mexican soup? Not that kind of soup. So we will get more, but for now, this story has wrapped up.
Yeah, I think we can rank it. I don't remember all the other seasons of The Boys.
Yeah.
I think this episode or this season overall was like a 6.5. Okay. I thought the finale was probably like an 8. Okay. I do like The Boys overall. I thought The Boys was a fun series. It was different at the time. Like Rugg said, I do think it lost some steam towards the end. But the finale, it's still fun to see Homelander finally get his ass kicked. So you don't really, there's the only way you can screw that up is if you don't deliver it, and they delivered it. So that's my final thought on The Boys. Fun show. Glad I got to watch it. Glad it's over as well.
Okay. Look, I mentioned the Trump stuff, how it keeps popping up and how it took some of the gas out what they were trying to do. And in that same interview, Eric Kripke says they started thinking about the show in 2016, right when he got elected. And at the time, they were first to market with like authoritarian, tyrannical person going out of control and gaining too much power. And they wrote all this shit before it happened in real life, and it just airs after it happened. And it happened so many times. So they were on to something. Whatever they were calling this kind of power unchecked, this is what we think would happen. The whole show is, what if superheroes were real? What if someone with power was just out of control and ran everything?
Well, you're giving it too much credit because once Trump became president, we knew the playbook.
Yeah.
So he never got to execute the playbook because, COVID and all that stuff. But they knew the playbook, so they just applied the playbook to the rest of it as it was going to unfold.
Yeah, I'm with Ruggs on this, Imran. I think you're being a little too.
No, they saw it. Look,
I don't think they're prophetic here, guys. I think there are things they had a vision for, but as the seasons went along, how on the nose it was with the Trump stuff. It wasn't like. There's no way they're predicting this stuff. To me, they wrote a lot of this on the fly, and they saw what they wanted to adapt, and they involved it in there. I don't think these guys came up with something and they had this vision that all of a sudden became a reality.
Yeah, there's an authoritarian playbook, and you just apply it.
It's not prophetic. They called it, and the guy followed the playbook. But I will argue, how does something happen in real life and then happen that week on the show that was written a year and shot 6 months ago?
That's just serendipity.
That happened like 6-7 times throughout the whole run of this show.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird. I mean, yeah, sure, but
the fucking gold statue. But although here's the thing, Saddam had a gold statue, so it's nothing really new. This is, these kind of regimes have pulled this in the past, and just the fact that they were like, we think this is gonna happen, and then it fucking happened. Fucking happens. It was wild. Ruggs, give me a number. Where do you rank this season?
When The Boys first came out, it was like. When we rated each season, it was like 9s or 8s or something like that.
Yeah.
It was pretty high.
Yeah.
And as we keep going and they kept spinning their wheels and they did this thing where they have this omnipotent bad guy that doesn't do anything, it kind of got stale at a certain point. So it drops down for me. I think it's at a 6.5, like right at the recommend mark, right at the I would recommend. The final episode was good, and there was a couple of moments with Camille Nanjiani getting killed and everything. It was nice,
that was fun.
That was fun for me.
There's some fun moments in here,
and all that stuff, and seeing guys get choked out with his own penis is funny.
Yeah,
all this some funny things.
And his own balls. Come on.
So there's still some fun to be had. So yeah, I think it was good. I think it was almost a recommend for me.
I mean, this show has given you the inside of a penis, exploding out of a penis, getting choked out by your own penis. Lot of penis in here. This season, I feel, was better than the last couple of seasons. So for the season, I'm at like a 7.5. The ending I really liked. I would give it an 8.5 as a finale. I think that one-shot episode may be one of my favorite episodes in the past few seasons. But overall, these 5 seasons, this is one of the best superhero shows on TV. Like, the show itself is like a 9.
Yeah, I think if you average them all out, you get them to be a 8 or a 7.5 at worst. It's definitely a recommendable show.
Yeah. It's like something I always wanted to see, like superheroes, take it seriously, real life, what really would happen. From the first season. Anthony, best superhero show on TV?
No.
Invincible is up there.
You want live action?
Yeah, live action.
No, I'd still say those. I think the Daredevil seasons on Netflix were the best.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I like this.
But this is also this is a different flavor, right? This is very irreverent. This is mocking a lot of the things. I think it's up there. It's very good.
Just to combine gross out and social commentary, and how about Paul Reiser being the legend working at the theater, and it's VMC, and they spoof the fucking AMC ad with Firecracker.
Yeah.
It's so good. So good. I love all that. Oh, and the legend, he was not afraid of Homelander. That was a great scene. And he fucking lets him live. And he goes, I'm not afraid of you. He's just a fucking scared kid. But damn, satisfying ending nonetheless. All right, good stuff. Let's finish up with, I actually have some news from the nation, believe it or not. We haven't done this in a while.
It's time for news from the nation.
It's time for news from the nation.
It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. Just got a couple of comments about Mando and Grogu. We have a lot of Star Wars fans that listen to the show and in the Jock and Nerd Nation group. Steve Morrison, our boy Steve Morrison says, I'm surprised I'm the first to comment. Fun movie. Scale was too big for Disney Plus. Looked great on the big screen. Nice to see more into the Hutts. Rada's voice was jarring, being so normal sounding. Who doesn't love hearing that score? Miss Carl Weathers with the baby hands thing line. I played that. So Steve liked it. Scott Beck checking in. He says, that may have just been the most action in a Star Wars movie. Saw it in the Dolby Theater at AMC. Loud, beautiful, fun. And I'm glad it exists. Tons of puppet work done very well. Really good CGI, although it's tough to do Hutts well. I couldn't believe how many different aliens they squeezed in here for Mando and Grogu to fight, droids and others as well. So much action, but very thin plot. With that said, this may be the best Star Wars movie made that didn't really do anything with the timeline, and that might be okay. Disney took swings with the sequels and some of these shows they put together and completely divided the fan base or lost them entirely. I'd give this film a 7.5, and dare I rank it amongst all the Star Wars films, and he does. So he's got this at number 9, better than Solo, Rise of Skywalker, and The Last Jedi, and just below The Force Awakens. His favorite is Return of the Jedi. He says, go see this movie in the biggest, loudest platform possible, the way any Star Wars movie is meant to be seen. Fun time at the movies. And then finally, Rick Martinez checking in and saying, I saw the reviews. I know this is Disney Star Wars, but I got to say I enjoyed the movie. It is what it is. I liked it better than Solo. 2.5 out of 5 stars. So
2.5 is a like for him. Okay.
Yeah, that's like a 5 out of 10.
Right.
It's the same, but he liked it. So interesting, but we discussed the movie is nothing. It is about the franchise and what are they going to do? It's going to be interesting to see. All right, gang. Next week's assignment, I will tell you when this show posts, Wednesday, May 27th, all 8 episodes of Spider Noir will have dropped on Amazon Prime Video. Geek boner. You can watch it in black and white.
How many? How long
watch it
are
in
these?
color? They're probably gonna be like 40-minute episodes. So even though Anthony waited for the last minute to watch the finale of The Boys, I'm gonna ask. I will throw this out. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Can we do the whole season next week?
Try.
You got 5 days to watch 8 episodes. Come on. 5 days, because there's no big movie for us, for your horror heads. The Backrooms is coming out. I'm kind of intrigued with that movie. But then the next week and all through June, and July, you got some big releases coming up. So if we can, let's do Spider Noir season review.
Okay.
That's what we're going to try to do. In the meantime, Ruggs, where can the people find you online?
Rug Boy Show on X. Come follow me.
You're poking the bear?
I'm poking you.
And follow our TikTok at Jock and Nerd. I need followers. Anthony, what are you doing? Where are you going to be this week?
Dude, I need some sleep.
Oh,
this freaking Memorial Day weekend has just destroyed me.
So we were recording on Memorial Day, and I was going to start by asking, is anybody drunk right now?
I thought about it.
I don't want to even sniff alcohol.
Oh God. So you're on the end of that. You're hurting. Yeah.
I'm hurting.
All right. Well, you rest up. Watch Spider Noir. In the meantime, listener, check out our website, jockandnerd.com, for all the ways to support the show. Get in touch. Link for our TikTok is there. It will be there. I haven't put it there yet. It will be there. It's in the episode description. Thank you for listening to the Jock and Nerd podcast. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the jock.
He's the nerd.
We'll peep you next time.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Gentlemen, this is the Bunker Save Manifest.
You play with your balls a lot.
Jock and Nerd.